Okay, so doing a quick video review on the R&R holsters. Yeah, it's a decent holster. I mean, I'll pull it up here real quick. Here's the holster with my 1911 in it. Hold it up like this for you. Then it's nice. It's form fitted. I like the belt loops. I can drop this down, have the pistol ride a little bit higher up on me. And I mean, here. I'm over my laptop. Yeah, it's got a little movement in it, but it's good. And for all you nuts out there, it's clear, open, no mag. This is my American Tactical M1911 military with mahogany grips and the loop. I like this holster. I really do. This is actually a little bit darker than what they show on the actual website here. It's darker, but I do like that tone. It does have a nice Punisher logo on it. It's got the black back. Now, although I do like this holster, there are some drawbacks to it. This inside lip here, this inside lip is really rough. Like they form fit it to a specific, like a smaller pistol somehow. So it rubs when putting it. Like I gotta bow out the sides to get it in there. This, like I gotta rock it in and then push it in. It's not that big of an issue for me, but it is kind of. Now this is the holster that I had purchased. Now I looked everywhere for 1911 single stack double mag Kydex magazine holster. Couldn't find one anywhere, so ordered OD green sheet of Kydex. I mean, $15. I get free shipping because that's how it is. And then I ordered this. These are the quick release speed clips. I love them. Now, I decided I was going to make my own double mag sheath. And this is what I came up with. It is curved to fit my body and where I want it to sit. Now, keep in mind, this was my first Kydex build ever. So, I just was winging it. Now, they fit in there nicely. I mean, there's no movement, there's no shake, there's no shimmy. I mean, and like, I've got, these are leftover pieces from my old Alien Gear, my old Alien Gear holster. I had to completely ditch that because after 6 months, the metal plate that was behind it, that's supposed to be like their super strong thing, after 6 months of only having a pistol in it every now and then, it literally snapped in half, and the holster was junk after that, and I wasn't going to spend a shit ton of money to get extra pieces. So I ended up ripping it apart and stealing pieces off of it. Now these are the little wings that I got through Amazon. These guys right here. I mean, $10 you get 2 of them plus all the mounting hardware. What I did was I put the rubber gasket in between the 2 sheets of Kydex so that when I tighten this down, I can actually tighten and adjust the retention on the magazines themselves. Just like inside here, you can see that gap. There's a rubber bushing between this one and this one inside each one that I also got from my Alien Gear holster. I mean, they are square peg on the back, but that retention I can adjust. I can adjust that retention. And take these out real quick. Now, what I did was after I had formed it and got it all set the way I wanted, I took a heat gun to this edge, and then I lightly bent these out just enough to give that little bit of lip. And then on this inside, I did the same thing. That way, I've got that little bit of lip right there. That's just enough. It's just enough where I can drop these in. And like, there's enough space in there so that I can actually, like funnel it in. Now I've already test fit it to my body. Everything fits. It's nice and snug up against my side. And, a lot of people are going to go, well, when this is on your hip, it's going to be on your hip on this side, but they're facing forward. Shouldn't they face the other way? No, not for me. My reach is like this, so that when I bring it up, I've got my finger ready for, feeling that out. A lot of people do it the other way. And how they're canted backwards, it's so that when I pull out, I'm already set. Because your body isn't, your hand's not set to pull out like this forward. Your body, your shoulder is set to go back, not forward. That's how the body naturally moves. So in the end, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to heat up this piece right here, just this piece, and kind of peel it out about say 1/8 inch, maybe 1/16 of an inch, just so that I have that funnel to get in there. But I mean, I like that. I like this holster. I like the look of it. As it sits with these up high, it holds it right against my body, just the way I like it. And I've test fit with my nylon belt, and I've also test fit it with my leather belt. And I also test fit it with my ratchet belt. And all of them fit. All of them fit in here, even though the ratchet belt is slightly shorter because it's wider. It actually fits better in here, and it's smooth. Holds it right up against my body, but I still have the ability to get my thumb in there for a full grip. If you're out there looking for a very nice holster, something in this line, I mean, they have a bunch. I mean, look at all this. They've got all these models that they got here. I mean, there are a lot. Let's do the photos here real quick. I mean, yeah, it holds right up against the body. It's nice. You know, if this is what you're looking for, go for it. And if you can't find a magazine holster that you want, literally, this took me about an hour to do. I set the oven for 350, put the 2 slices of the Kydex that I took off of the sheet, put them on like a pizza tray. I set it to 350. I heated these up to 250 or 275. Like, I had my laser thermometer on it, and it was like between 250 and 275, and it formed okay. My next time around, when doing it, I'll probably do like a 300, 325. That way I get a better form. But as it sits, I do like the way this came out. I like how it's not overly formed to the magazines. Because I already test fit this with my other single stack magazines that aren't for 1911. They're for other pistols that I have. One's a 40, the other's 9mm, and they fit. The only tightening I have to do is on this one here, because as it gets down here, it's actually tighter. So up here, when I tighten this one, it closes in on my 9mm mags, and my 9mm mags fit just the same way. They're just down to here. So I have that top. So as it sits, basically imagine it about that high instead for my 9mm. So they're in there a little bit smaller, but it works for all of my firearms. And I like how it fits, how it's smoothed out, all these little rounded edges that I got on here. I mean, this took me a little over an hour to do. Anybody could do it, really. Just take some time, look it up, just try and figure it out. And besides, it's Kydex. If you like really, really screw it up, then you're out like $15. But if you just kind of oopsie it a little bit, then you can reheat it, get it flat again, and then try again. I mean, it's kind of forgiving. Kind of. But all I got to do on this is do a little bit of like 600 grit sanding on these edges to finish it, and then I'll be fine. As for now, just my, I think it was like 300 grit. Worked good, got all the edges off that I didn't like before. But for a matching set, I like the looks of that. I do. I mean, and their curves actually match. I like that. So, if you're in line for a holster of some kind, check out the R&R holsters. The only place I can find them anywhere online is Amazon. They don't have a Facebook page. They don't have an email or anything that I can find. The paperwork they sent me with the holster was pretty much just the order slip. They're in Florida somewhere, but there's no Facebook page. There's no website. There's nothing. So the only place you can find them is on Amazon. And I love these holsters. I mean, they're nice, they fit, and I mean, $30. $30. Let's see, what do we got? Glock Palmer 80. $35. I mean, and that fits a lot of other ones. Yeah. I mean, granted, when I ordered this, it made its funky loops around for some reason. Like it made it to my state, then it made it to my local post office, but then it went to California, then to Las Vegas, Then it came back to my state, but it went to another city. Then it came up to another city that had like Flagstaff, I think, and then it came back to my city to where it would get delivered. So it went all over the place, and it really fucked with my head. But it showed up on time. So I'm happy with that. I really am. But from what I can see, R&R holsters, I'd give it like a 4.5 out of 5, just because this top is way too narrow for the pistol. So I have to do some work on it myself to get it to where it's comfortable fit, and where I can just slip the gun in and out without having to, bow out with my hand or with the barrel of the gun, because right now it's kind of messing with the coating on my slide. So that being said, 4.5 stars, I'm happy with it.